It is 5:40 in the morning. We are going to feed it and we are going to make a same-day sourdough. A 1/4 measuring cup. And when I feed my starter to make a loaf, I do a 1:1 ratio, which basically is just the same amount of starter, flour, and water. That's better. Like a pretty thick pancake batter. That's what I like to go for. And I will cover her with a coffee filter. This is where she is at right now. So when she doubles in size, she should definitely be up to right here. And that's what we're looking for. Should only take a couple hours. So we'll come back probably around 7, no, probably around 8, because it's 5:47 now. And then we'll see how much she's doubled. It is 8 o'clock. It has not quite doubled yet. I am heating up my oven. This burner right here actually gets pretty warm. So what I do when I want to get my starter a little warmer so it will rise faster, I take a metal plate, I put it on the burner. For some reason, that's the only burner that gets really warm. I grab a kitchen towel, I put it on the plate, and I set my starter on top, and that will warm it up and that will make it rise a little bit faster. My starter has doubled in size, so we're ready to go. I do use a scale, so I'm gonna turn my scale on. I'm gonna put my bowl on, and then I'm just gonna tear it out so it goes to 0. So I do 130 grams of starter, so I'm gonna pour that in. The original recipe that I used to do was 100 grams of starter, 350 grams of water, and then 500 grams of flour. So since I did 137 grams of active starter, I'm just going to bump the measurements of the water and flour down about 30. So instead of 350 grams of water, so instead of 350 grams of water, I'm gonna bump it down to about 320, 330. So I have warm water, and again, this is tap water. I don't use distilled, and it's never messed up my loaves. I'm going to mix that in. Now for bread flour, about 480 grams. We're gonna give this a mix. And add a little more water. I don't want my dough to be too dry. So that is the consistency that I really like for the dough. So we're gonna let that sit for an hour, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do all the stretch and folds. For 1 hour, I'm going to eyeball some salt. This is the first set of stretch and folds. My hand is a little bit wet. I'm going to scrape the side, pull up, and flop down. Rotate my bowl, pull up, flop down. I'm going to go around a few times on this first set of stretch and folds. Your dough should be nice and jiggly right now, nice and loose. As we do the stretch and folds, you will see how the dough starts to get structure, okay? We're gonna leave it for 30 minutes. Second set of stretch and folds. If you can see, there's already some little bubbles forming, which is great. So you just wanna scoop it and pull it up. Scoop it, fold it over. And you're going all the way around. We will have a little more tension in the dough as we do the stretch and folds, and that is exactly what you want. That is the gluten forming to give your bread the structure. Pour it up, and we'll be back in 30 minutes. This is the last set of stretch and folds. My kitchen is pretty chilly today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my oven on low and sit this bowl where my starter was this morning, and that will really help this dough warm up. It's going to help it bulk ferment faster. Now, how do we know when the dough is done bulk fermenting? It will pretty much double in size, and there's also going to be bubbles on the top, and it'll be pretty jiggly. So let me show you what it looks like now, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it is done with the bulk ferment. This is what the dough looks like right now. It's pretty stiff. It has a little bit of jiggle to it, but honestly not much. It's kind of sticky when I poke it, but it obviously is still in a decent size round, as we want to see it double in size. So it'll get probably around right here in the bowl, and it'll be much more jiggly and bubbles on the top. So we'll be back when this is fully bulk fermented. I get a little distracted. I was watching my little nephew for a little bit while my sister-in-law walked. I think this is for sure done. It might be slightly overproofed. If it's overproofed, I'm gonna be so mad. I'll tell you what it looks like, and then I'm gonna shape it. I'm gonna bake it immediately. I already have my stuff in the oven, preheating at 450 degrees. We're getting this sucker in the oven now, because if we wait any longer, it's gonna be super dense. This is what it looks like now. Super jiggly. There are some bubbles. It is a little sticky, but it's not terrible. Like that part is pretty sticky, but over here isn't. Spread some flour on your surface. I'm gonna use my scraper to get it out. Oh, it's warm. It's pretty sticky. I'm gonna fold it in thirds. We're gonna roll it up. So I'm gonna let that sit basically until the oven's done preheating. It'll be done very soon. I'll shape it again, and then we're getting this sucker in the oven. It's not spreading, which is good. So she's for sure ready. We did it. Good job, guys. High five. All right, oven is preheated. We're gonna shape it one more time. We're gonna flip it over. We're gonna spread it out again. Do thirds, and then you're gonna roll it. And then you're gonna do your push and pulls. And you wanna be gentle with this part. We don't really want the top to rip too much. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna scoop it up onto our parchment paper, plop it down. So cute. Look at the jiggle. I'm gonna flour the dough, and we're gonna cut. I'm gonna do one big cut for an ear and then some little ones. And she came out. Why do I say that? It came out good. I'm gonna do a close-up. Are you ready to hear the crunch? I'll see you guys in the next video. This is gonna cool. It just came out. But I'm definitely eating some sourdough tonight. My husband will probably want a sandwich with it. A sandwich. You're gonna want a sandwich with it. Okay. Bye.